What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar, and we are talking about my latest crypto purchase. I wasn't going to talk about it because it's so silly. It's not a silly project. I've actually looked into it, and I think it might be solid, and that's kind of the main reason why I wanted to talk about it. But the reason why I bought it is silly. It's very silly. We're going to explain it. I'm going to explain it here with a clip. It's not a clip. I'm playing Bitboy's video on my video here. I'm not monetized. This should be an issue. I don't even know if it would be an issue to begin with, but I'm not going to make a clip just to play this part. I've got it here, so I'm going to play it. But this part right here is genuinely what made me buy the coin that I bought. Okay, I'm gonna let it play real quick. Hold on, I'm gonna mute my mic and let it play. Yeah.
Why would you put 70% of your portfolio in coin number 412 on CoinGecko? It
And that's that. That is why, in short, I purchased the coin that I purchased because I went right after hearing that. He's talking about risk management in this video, and I like Bitboy, I like Ben, but I don't agree with everything that he says, right? And I certainly don't make my financial decisions off of someone else's opinions, but I like to listen to people, especially bigger names in the space, and just see what's going on, right? Um, but LCX token was the coin whenever I went to CoinGecko. I don't know if it's still there, but if we scroll all the way down, he said number 412, right? So I just went all the way through. And can we actually make this more than, we can do 300, there we go, right? There we go. 300, next page, 412, if it would load. Which one would that be right here? And maybe this is a good ironic one to buy too. I don't know. Magic number number 412, Mr. Magic. LCX is now at 409. At the time of that video, whenever I was watching it, LCX was the one at 412. I've actually had people request this coin before, and I've looked at it before on the charts. And I remember looking into it and actually thinking it was somewhat interesting, but it didn't grab me enough to put any money into it. Well, I don't know when that was, because looking at the chart now, where it is, it's actually at a pretty key area to buy, in my opinion. If we take the low here to the high, it didn't quite reach its 618 golden ratio, but being at its 0.5, being around the 123 weekly moving average here, which it has, finding support on a closing basis at the points of resistance previous to that. Even right here, you found a little bit of stagnation in this area, and back here as well, and right there, and you found support in this area too. I just feel like it's at a really good price to buy, to get in, for the next move up. From a high point to a low point, it moved down 74%. That's a pretty solid correction overall. I made my most recent purchase today, and it was at 13.3 cents. Actually, a little bit below that. It was at 13.3, and I lowered it to 13.2 something, but around 13.3 nonetheless, a little higher than it is now. Um, and I literally just bought it on the sake of irony, just for the sake of irony, just because he said don't buy number 412. That's exactly what I went to do. Now he said don't put. He said people are putting 70% of their portfolio in number 412. I didn't do that by no means. I mean, I'm not going to disclose how much money I put into it. It's significant enough, but it's not like a humongous portion of the portfolio. But I just kind of took it on a whim. I just thought, wouldn't it be funny? Like, wouldn't it be absolutely hilarious if the best token in my portfolio that performed, the absolute best one, was the one that just coincidentally, he's like, don't put your money into that. Don't put 70% of your portfolio into it. I've looked into it. This token is it describes itself as a utility token. It's like an exchange token. They've got their own exchange going for. I don't know if LCX has its own exchange or if they're developing it, but I think they say they have it. LCX crypto. If we look into it a little bit here, regulated cryptocurrency exchange to trade crypto. They claim to be regulated both or through like like they meet the criteria for regulation in the U.S. and Singapore and other places that are more, let's say, tight on the regulations for crypto. They are offered on Coinbase, right? I don't know. It seems pretty legit for what it is. I've looked into it a little bit. This isn't going to be an LCX video. The main reason that I made this video, or that I'm making this video, is to let you guys know that this is my most recent purchase. But the reason why I made the purchase was for pretty obscure reasons, right? Just kind of for the sake of irony. With that being said, after looking into it more and after looking at the market cap that it has, which is about $100 million, looking at the way the chart looks and just overall like analyzing it, I'm obviously not just throwing money into some random things, but the way that I don't know, the name got pulled out of the hat. It was just random on this one, right? It was just random. But I like the way the chart looked. I like the feeling of irony that I got from this video. And I like the market cap, and I kind of like what this project's about. I love exchange tokens and stuff like that. So if this is a new exchange, if it's going to be part of a more broad ecosystem and stuff like that, what they plan on incorporating, it could definitely, I could see this thing gaining some value. But beyond all that, I'm certainly expecting that it can grow to new highs. And if it does grow to new highs, or at least new relative highs, I should say, new all-time highs too, but new relative highs, we'd be looking at a 58-cent to a 93-cent price on this next movement up, which could very well happen by the end of the year. So being that it's at 13 cents now, I figured, for a why the hell not kind of a screw it buy, a 4.5x to a 7x didn't sound bad by the end of the next 4 to 5 months. So that's kind of another factor in that as well. But I just thought I'd make this video to let you guys know. I wasn't going to make the video originally because or let anybody know. I let some people know on Discord, and I even said it in the Discord that I didn't think I was going to bring it up on YouTube, but I'm bringing it up just because I feel like I should be transparent, right? Wouldn't it just be classic of like the YouTube crypto community, right? It's up here. I bought it down here, but I only talk about it now that it's up here. It's like, no, I'm going to talk about it now so that if anybody else wants to hop on the irony train, which is the main reason I bought this, right? It's literally the main reason I bought it. But again, I did do my own research. I always do my own research before getting into any project and seeing if it's something that I could get behind or something that makes sense to me. Definitely go over it, definitely read about it, and just figure it out for yourself if it's something that you'd like to invest in. Beyond all that stuff, I think it's at a great area to buy as far as like the price action goes in the chart, historically speaking. It's a very new chart, listed on Coinbase back in November of 2021, the end of the bull cycle. So it's had a lot of time to accumulate and consolidate and figure itself out. It looks to be on the right path for higher prices than it's ever seen before, but time will tell. At any rate, that's all I have to say, guys. So hit that like button, subscribe if you want to see more content like this, and I will keep you updated on LCX. Yeah, bye-bye.